Peter Wright, who else could it be? And of course, in a shameless display of populism here in Holland, he's decked out in orange. There's a few other colours in there as well. Looks, he's gone for his out-of-control barbecue outfit. Very fitting for the weather we've had here in Van Rij over this weekend so far. The number 4 seed, Peter Wright, UK Open finalist this year, world finalist, of course, before now. And he's taken on Kyle Anderson, a man who's been playing some pretty good darts himself, although he wasn't really made to work. In his opening round win against Kenny Nyans, the Belgian, he won it 6-2. He nearly whitewashed him. Nyans winning a couple of legs after being 5-0 down. But an 89 average from Kyle Anderson. The finishing was good though, 54%. That's what got him through that one. He's probably going to have to up his game against Peter Wright, a man who has tasted success on the European Tour course. Remember him bouncing around the stage in celebration in Dusseldorf last year. One of the 8 different winners from the 8 events we had. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one, and alongside me is Rob Malone.
Yeah, good evening. It's just warming up nicely, isn't it, now into the second half of the evening session. We have seen the biggest casualty of the weekend so far. James Wade is out.
First call to throw first.
Peter Wright seeded 4.
Game on.
Looking to perhaps go one better than his exploits in Munich, where he reached the semi-finals, losing to Van Gerwen 6-1 in the last 4 there.
60.
Sensible ploy to wear orange, win the fans over. Kyle Anderson has his backers as well, 2 very, very flamboyant characters. 2 very good darts players as well. Kyle Anderson certainly in good form. You could argue he's perhaps
85.
soon to be in a top 32. Has beaten the likes of Van Gerwen and Whitlock in the last few months as well.
57.
This is by no means a gimme for Peter Wright.
Yeah, he had a semi-final in April in the Players' Championships, did Kyle Anderson. But then again, look at this. Here we go. Just a 140. But it's been a good year so far for Peter Wright. He's had 4 finals this year on the Pro Tour, in addition to that UK Open final. He won 2 of those Pro Tour finals.
83.
Including the most recent one. He beat Jelle Klaassen 6-1. He beat Wade 6-5 in the other, and he hit a 9-darter on that day as well. Not in a match against Wade in one of the earlier rounds.
100.
Made the semi-final in Hildesheim, start of the year. He's going to be in the World Cup next week, playing alongside Gary Anderson. It's Kyle Anderson.
140.
Settles for a 140, but gets him down to a finish. However, advantage Peter Wright here against the Anderson throw. Even a straight 60 gets him down to a manageable one. He is stubborn, Peter Wright. He doesn't like switching. He'll stay on that treble 20 even when there's a forest of darts in the way.
161.
As he settled on his flights as well, chopping and changing.
I think he settled on some darts. It's, I mean, it's an unprecedented level of consistency from Peter Wright in his dart selection.
Yeah, he used to change his darts as often as he changed his hair colour.
.96. Call you require 32.
Well, that was a chance for Wright. Double 8s for the first leg. Takes
Game
it well.
shot in the first leg. Kyle Anderson. Second leg, Peter to
Yeah, Wright's had a chance of a break there. Didn't take it. Anderson sweeps up. Holds his throw.
100.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson, one of the top Australian players, was in the running for a spot in the World Cup team, but it'll
40.
be Paul Nicholson partnering Simon Whitlock next week in Frankfurt.
Yeah, and some might say he can feel a little bit hard done by as well, but anyway, there you go. I often wonder why they don't have a squad of, say, 3 or 4.
100.
You know, if you get over there and one of them falls ill, what do you do?
Oh, I hadn't really given it much thought.
So draft someone in, so have a squad.
Yeah, Carl,
60.
Come play the World Cup, sit on the bench and watch.
Well, yeah, that's what we do in other sports, so why not darts? Why does darts have to be different? Have a squad.
Mervyn King has played even though he can barely move, he can barely walk. I don't care. I don't care what's wrong with you. Unless you're on death's door, get up there and throw your darts.
Even if you're coughing up a lung, get out there. Go and beat Phil Taylor.
60. Easy require 161.
Well, beat Phil Taylor is what Peter Wright did at the UK Open. He was in tears afterwards. That big a deal for him. Of course it would be. Beating the greatest player of all time on the big stage.
136. 57.
He averaged 108, Phil Taylor. Still got beat.
Well, look at the deficit here for Anderson.
Yeah, he's a
55.
bit of a nightmare leg for Carl
24.
Anderson, this one. Forget about this and move on.
Shot
Yeah, 14 darter. One apiece.
And a goal to throw first. Game on. $123.
It's like a moving kaleidoscope on stage.
There's a lot of colour.
There is a lot. I'm dazzled.
57.
Far from dazzling. That 57 from Peter Wright. Winner of this, just to remind you, plays Steve Beaton in the third round tomorrow.
Yeah, saw off Gary Stone. A wonderful check out in that last leg from him.
100.
Is it 106?
I will double check.
Took it out on double 13, I believe. Whatever it was good. It was class.
58.
Classy operator, Steve Beaton. Some real success on the European Tour, of course. Won one of them, made the final in Gibraltar, lost to Wadey
100.
last year. No James Wade anymore here in Venray. And Kyle Anderson, if he fills this up, that'd be perfection. Oh, lovely 180 to leave tops.
180.
Very, very nice indeed. Peter Wright's well adrift here.
100. Goal, you require 40.
So tops for a 2-1 lead. Switches to double 10. Nudges the wire but finds the bed.
For Peter to throw first. $125.
There's Joe, Peter's wife, and the mastermind behind the various hairdos.
140.
Yeah, I chatted to her in Munich about all that, and it takes around 2 hours each time.
I think it's longer than that. I think it depends. Sometimes they'll do a couple of hours the night before
100.
and then do the finishing touches. He's not got a snake painted on the side of his head today. I think that's quite a time-consuming bit of
that
it.
saves a bit of time.
Oh, look at that. Carl Anderson, 140 followed by 180 on the Peter Wright throw as well.
Yeah, he's wasting no time here, Kyle Anderson, in this fourth leg. Wright struggling here to make an impression.
81.
Recovers with a treble 20, but Anderson in a good position here to break.
Kyle Anderson, not only
134.
one of the top dart players in Australia, he's now a TV star. That's been called the Darts Factor on like Sky Channel 9012.
And his brother's a player as well.
Yeah, Bo Anderson, he's played at the World Championships.
47.
Now 47 for a 3-1 lead and a break of throw. There's the 7. And there's the rest of it. 3-1 Carl Anderson, 3 legs on the spin. Sorry, 2 legs on the spin. He won the first one.
Game on.
But it is a break of throw. Yeah, he features quite heavily in this Darts Factor show. It's quite good. They've got a lot of young players, and they have like sort of Britain's Got Talent style panel, and Alan Warren-a-Little is sort of like the Louis Walsh, except much bigger and less likely to say you remind me of a young Lenny Henry, that sort of thing. Maximum from Peter Wright.
Needed that.
60. $57.
180 followed by a 57. Just lets Anderson back in here.
45.
Oh, that doesn't help him though.
$100.
Well, a good chance here for Peter Wright to break back straight away. Anderson on 296 and once again struggling for trebles here.
78.
Comes up with one there though.
64.
Well, he's going to get 6 darts from here at least.
58.
No treble does open the door a little bit for Kyle Anderson.
Yeah. 140.
It's wide open now.
106.
Oh,
That's a perfect first dart. Double 16 for a 3-2 deficit. Needed
74.
it because Anderson is lurking here.
All you require is 78.
Peter Wright's averaging around about 100. Oh, Kyle Anderson, if he can find the treble here, he's got a dart for 4-1. Well, double 10 have helped him out a couple of times, last 2 legs.
32.
It's not helped him here. Peter Wright, 1 in 4 on his doubles so far. 1 in 5. Worrying times. Saves himself.
Charge in the 5th leg. Peter
Break
on.
back, 2-3.
6th leg Peter to
Crisis
throw
averted for the number
Game
4
on.
seed.
Yeah, it went right down the middle there as well. Thought he may have been blocked slightly, but he just shuffled to his left ever so slightly, found the gap, and it's now 3-2.
60.
Still got to find another break. Well, he's still got to hold, but still got to find another break if he's going to go on and win this match. And we have seen when the seeded
96.
players have been knocked out so far today, it has been the doubles that have been their downfall. Stephen
Especially
Bunting
Van
paid
der
the
Voort.
price, Van der Voort paid the price as
My
well.
word, I'm still struggling to come to terms with that.
There we go, there we go. Peter Wright, second 180. 2 in 2 legs from him now, and Kyle Anderson hits him back.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, you celebrate. You get the crowd going, Kyle Anderson. You can guarantee at no point is Peter Wright going to turn around and go, I think you're playing to the crowd a bit much. I don't like that. He's been accused of doing that a little bit himself, as Peter Wright. I'm not having it though.
185 remaining for Anderson. That's what he's just double
58.
checking.
Peter require 161.
That's why he went for the 18s there. A single 20 would have left 165, a bogey number. So, good thinking, good maths. Is Peter Wright going to give him a chance at the 167? Well, he is, because he's not found the treble that he wanted. He needed 2 trebles for a shot at the bullseye. He's dropped a dart as well.
95.
But he picks it up
All you
and
require
finds the treble, so that
167.
helps him out significantly. This would be massive, but it's not going to happen.
131.
Now, Peter
Peter
Wright's
requires
wife, Jo,
66.
says stay away from double 18. Double 18 and double 9, it's no good. Stay away from it. And that's why he's gone for bull double 8. In the end, he hit the 6, so 20 for tops.
46.
Not got it.
No.
All you require
Can Kyle Anderson
36.
hit the double 18?
Third successive break on the cards here,
In
and
charge
there you
in the
are,
6th
Kyle
leg.
Anderson
Kyle Anderson.
wrestles back the
7th leg
Initiative.
Kyle to throw first.
and leads
Game on.
4-2. And we are on course for another upset. Already said goodbye to number
80.
3, James Wade. Peter Wright, number 4 seed. Potentially 2 legs away from an early exit.
12 and a 13 darter from Kyle Anderson.
45.
Nothing going longer than 6 visits to the board. Pretty good standard.
48.
Not playing at their best, these two. I mean, it's 95 average versus 91. There you go, 90. And certainly Kyle Anderson's scoring power, despite those 3 180s,
43.
there's just been so many scruffy scores in there, a few 5s.
Well, there you are, 45, 43, 80 and 48 so far in this leg.
60.
Scrappiest leg of the match so far.
$60.
Kyle Anderson not coming under pressure on this leg at the moment. Another one of those. Yeah, there we go.
140.
Big step towards a 5-2 lead, and one it'll be very difficult to come back from.
43.
Particularly if you're throwing like that. 4 visits to the board for Peter Wright. Not scored more than 60. Oh, Set it up wonderfully.
133.
Absolutely wonderfully.
Beautiful.
Staying straight.
40.
It's a double top for 5-2. Kyle Anderson looking to move to the brink of victory.
Ooh, he's nudged the wire. He will come back.
A little glimmer of hope, though. That awkward double five. If Peter Wright can put a dent in this, and he's putting a dent in, it's a shot at the ball, and that's wise thinking. Gets him down to 110. Will he get a go at it?
Getting closer. Closer still.
In the 7th leg.
Nicely done, Kyle Anderson. 5-2 the lead now. Peter Wright needs to win the next 4. Otherwise, he's on his way home.
Well, at no point, no point in this match has Peter Wright led the way. He'll have to do it in a deciding leg if he wants to go through, but what a way to start this leg. This is from Kyle Anderson. Again, very much like his game against Kenny Nyans, he's not played brilliantly, but when he's got his chances, he's tended to take them.
Just a general murmur in the crowd, isn't there? As this one.
I think they're anticipating. I mean, you know, Peter Wright is a big draw, and the European crowds do tend to love him. Most crowds tend to love him.
60.
But I think they've got one eye on seeing the world #1, Michael van Gerwen, and of course their man Jelle Klaassen, who they gave such raucous support to last night.
Saving their energy for Dutch assignments to come. 4 Dutch players saying farewell today as well. 2 standing still. Klaassen and van Gerwen on stage later.
100.
Yeah, maybe they're just nervous. Maybe they're worried about an absolute apocalypse for Dutch dart players today.
Terrific day yesterday. Anything but so far today.
$39. Peter Wright 141.
Anderson's looking nervous as well as he closes in on what would be a very, very good win.
85.
Well, he'll get 2
here.
darts at the double when he returns to make it 5-3. Kyle Anderson may well. Again, he's going to set this up nicely. 79 left. Oh, I like that. I like that. Make it a bit noisy in here. Just give him something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, most people anticipating moving away from the 20s, but credit to him.
Wow.
3 double 8s, you suspect here. Part 1 done. Part 2 on hold. Mission accomplished. Kyle Anderson. 6-2. Not many people would have predicted that outcome, but it's the Australian who goes through. A 6-2 winner yesterday against Kenny Nyans, and a 6-2 win against more illustrious opposition tonight in the shape of Peter Wright. One of the crowd favourites goes home. The number 3 seed is gone, James Wade. Peter Wright is on his way home as well. A winner on the European Tour last year is beaten at the very first hurdle. Kyle Anderson can go back to the hotel and get ready for a match with Steve Beaton tomorrow in round 3. A big upsets on Saturday night darts here in Van Rij. We'll hear from the winner now. Just to remind you once again, coming up next we've got Simon Whitlock against the German qualifier, 18 years of age, Max Hopp. Let's hear from your latest winner, Kyle Anderson, now.
It's the name of the game. You've got to take what you're given, and just the work on the doubles is paying off.
Yeah, because the doubles was what really made the difference. Peter missed quite a few of them, but every chance you got, you took them, didn't you?
Well, that's it. You know, I've been known not to hit doubles in the past, so I thought, well, you start hitting doubles, you can do some damage, and unfortunately tonight Peter didn't play very well on doubles, and I took my opportunities.
I think you're playing Steve Beaton tomorrow. Have you played him very often?
I've only played him twice on the Worlds, and it's a 1-all, so it's me and Steve tomorrow night, and let's hope it's a good game.
We hope so too. You'll be back tomorrow. Dames en heren, hij is terug morgen uit Australië. Kyle Anderson!